Welcome to Reloading Studio. So I'm going to try to do this unscripted and a little bit impromptu. I thought I'd record a tutorial on how to define a letter test in the latest 1.2 release of Reloading Studio. So we'll open a recipe, and a letter test effectively is testing different variables in your cartridge configuration, be it seating depth or powder charge or even using different cases or bullets. So in our case, we'll focus on a classic powder volume. We have a bunch of recipes, but the idea of a letter test is to define a first recipe here, and then base everything else off the same recipe, changing only single variables. So in our case, it's the charge volume, and we'll make a clone, and we'll just say clone of the original. It doesn't have to be anything interesting, and save. And in here you'll see that it's exactly the same recipe. It's a copy. The only thing we're going to change is the charge volume to 35, just a random number, and click Save. So now we have 4 recipes with different charge volumes that we would like to present in a letter test report, or something printable that we can put in an ammo box. You'll notice there's a new icon here, little picture of a letter, which we can click, and we'll select the variable that we want to test. In our case, we know that the only thing that changed is the charge volume, so we'll do that, and we'll select it, and we'll click View Report. At this stage, a web browser will open, and you'll see a printable report. Top section is your constants, so this is basically what doesn't change. This is a static piece of information across all the recipes. And then in the variable section, you will see that the variable we're testing is charge. There's plenty of space to print this and make notes of the range, but the only noticeable field is the marker. And the marker is something for you to fill in when you've printed this and made the ammo. So for instance, if the starting load, you have it in row 1 of the ammo box, you'll write row 1 of the ammo box. If mid-range is colored purple, then you'll just draw something in purple in the marker field. It's just something to let you know what this note is associated to inside your ammo box, or what cartridges this row or this row represents. And that's about it. That's all there is to it, to generating a letter test report.